If you've got a garden or maybe a fireplace, I may have a tool that will definitely help you out in your daily chores. It's easy to handle, easy to use, and will definitely speed up the process of breaking down timber and cutting those branches, sorting out your trees. So check out the video to find out if this is the right tool for you. Alright then, so let's have a look what we've got in this box. We're gonna put the chainsaw together. I'm gonna show you how it works, what features it has, and we'll do some test cuts as well. What do you get in this box? Well, first of all, the saw itself, 2-amp battery, that's 18 volt, a manual and some keys, charger for the battery, and the chain itself. Right, and the first job you're gonna have with your new saw is to actually install the blade. As I said, it is 6-inch, so it's for those smaller, less demanding jobs. With the key provided, we need to undo this nut and take off the cover, just like so. And we do have access to the bar. We've got one pin over here, and hopefully you can see that there is a screw. This will allow us to tighten the chain itself if needed. So a very simple solution, and you actually do get a screwdriver to do that as well. Simply put the chain over the bar in the middle, it slots right in. Now you have to be careful not to cut yourself on the brand new chain. Now we can attach this back onto our saw. Make sure the chain goes around here. Just put the chain first. Then make sure it marries up with that pin over here, and make sure that the chain itself is nicely slotted in the bar. With all that completed, we can put the cover back on, add the nut. However, don't tighten that up fully yet. What we need to do with that screw there is to add correct pressure to our chain. Clockwise, you will add the pressure, anti-clockwise, you will release it. Make sure the chain operates freely, and as you pull it down, you should be able to see between 1 to 3 teeths of the chain itself. And that's the correct orientation of the chain on the bar as well. Okay, so you got that sharp tooth going upwards, and it's on the left hand side, and that flat part there should be facing the right side. Okay, with that done, we can now fully secure the nut. Obviously, as you're doing this operation, make sure the battery is not in the machine. Now, one thing that you need to remember, any chainsaw, even a small one like this, needs the chain to be lubricated as you work. And usually with those smaller chainsaws at the lower budget range, you have to add the oil manually to the chain itself on the bar, which is not very efficient. Sometimes it's time consuming, and you have to do it on a regular basis. But in this case, the job is a lot easier. Let me show you. This chainsaw actually comes with a 25 milliliter tank just through here, and the top is plastic see-through, so you can see exactly how much lubricant you've got left. And as you press it down, it actually forces the lubricant to go down on the chain. Okay, so from time to time you need to press that to make sure the lubricant goes around the chain. Unfortunately, the lubricant is not provided in this set. However, the one I've got, I just bought it from Lidl. I think that's gonna be enough. I'm just gonna press that button there, and our chainsaw is now ready to be used. Let's install the battery. I think a chainsaw of this type, the smaller version, is absolutely perfect if you've got a garden. There's always plenty to do, plenty of trees that need trimming and bushes and everything else, and this would be perfect for that. And if you do have a fireplace, this will be perfect as well. Check this out. All this firewood could be quite easily cut with this little device. So now let's do some testing to see what it can and cannot cut through. And this is my setup for actually cutting firewood for my fireplace. As you can see, it's a smallish pallet, and I do use a normal woodworking clamp to hold the pieces in place as I cut it through. So first of all, let's start with something easy. Now, from a safety perspective, make sure this is nicely and firmly clamped down, and at least wear some protective glasses. No issues at all. So now let's try something a little bit thicker. Again, no issues at all. Let's go one size bigger. In this case, we are at, well, 7.5 centimeters. So this is quite chunky now. As you can see, again, no issues at all. Remember, this is battery operated. Tell you what, we've got a proper log here. Let's have a look. That is 13 centimeters. That is a lot of wood to go through. But hey, I'm here for you to make those tests so you can see what this little device is capable of doing, so you can make an educated purchase. Let's give it a go. Okay, it took it time to get through that piece of timber, but you know what really surprised me? Well, the fact it actually went through the whole log without stopping. I was really expecting for this to bog down somewhere in the middle, as it is a chunky and fairly hard piece of timber over here. But yeah, it actually went through with no issues. Yeah, it took it time, but it went through. Tell you what, let's check out another one if it can get through this. And this is oak. And as you can see, it managed to cut through that as well. Obviously not in one single go, as I had to stop and think of how to reposition myself, I think 2 or 3 times, but it went through and it did not stop on its own because going through the timber. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with this little fella. It really does pack a punch. So far so good. I'm actually quite impressed with the performance of this. But hey, that's just fire log and fire branches. Let's test this out in a real world application of cutting branches of trees. For that, I'm gonna teleport to my dad's allotment. See you in a second. And here we are. Let's do some simple trimming first. And as you can see, it's an absolute doddle with this type of tool. So let's try something a little bit more substantial. And as you can see, this will be super helpful on an allotment or garden as well, cutting down some smaller branches, but also those thicker, larger branches as well. So now let's get back to my workshop. And there you have it, small but very capable. I really like the fact that it is actually quite light. Of course, because it's cordless, you don't have to tangle yourself in some wires. And yeah, overall, it just does the job. As it stands now, I can definitely recommend this. I found no issues with it, and it just performs and it works absolutely fine. However, time will tell how this will hold up. So if you want to have an update if anything goes wrong with it, make sure to subscribe to my channel, as if there will be anything wrong with it, I'll make sure to make a video on that. If you want to learn a little bit more about this and check out how much it costs in your country, then I'm going to leave some links down below in the description of this video, and in the pinned comment. And at this point I just want to say a massive thank you to my Patreons for the ongoing support. And before you go, check out these 2 cool playlists, plenty of great videos already there. Click on them and maybe you'll find your next video to watch. However, for today that's all. Thank you so much, take care.